November. I'm just en route as I always am, and I mentioned that a few times because that's generally how I roll. So anyway, just wanted to get right into it. This is actually a reading for the month of November. I am just going to do quick synopsis of everything, and then I'll get right into more of the details as we go along. Seeing a lot of cards here that relate around dramatic around your finances for sure, and around your happiness, and around your motivation. More so, yes, along the lines of quick information and things coming into you. But there's definitely a sense that you're very nostalgic. There's sort of some back and forth energy going on here as well, but trying to balance things out. It's something that you've manifested for sure. But there is manifestation taking place, and certainly a level of independence and healing for sure in the month of November. So just to start things out, I am using the Witch's Tarot Companion, and this card, of course, with the Eight of Wands, is a card of fast incoming information or communication, something along that line. But definitely, I did pull some clarifiers down here that follow through with King of Wands, Eight of Swords, and there's also the Four of Swords in there, which I'll pull forward here in just a second. But again, with the Eight of Wands energy, there's some kind of quick communication or something that's coming in pretty quick here that is going to transform the rest of the month. So again, with the Eight of Wands, I mean, however, again, this resonates for you. This is a general reading, but this is definitely a situation where there's a lot of action or something that's taking place. There's movement in the month of November, and I do feel like it's positive manifestations here. So this could be in around the lines of travel. There, I do see the Sun card that's coming through here, and again with the Four of Swords, but the predominant energy is mostly that there is some sense of family or connection to family that seems to be resonant. So I do feel like there is, this could be long distance communication for some of you here with that Eight of Wands, and certainly because there is incoming information that's in around the Eight of Swords is something that you're anxious about. It's something that is causing you some worry. You know, for sure, whatever this Eight of Swords energy is, it's definitely got you in a place where you're feeling that you are not in control of a situation. So the Eight of Swords, again, is still feeling somehow restricted or not feeling like you have access to something, or the communication you're feeling is possibly too slow coming in. But there is definitely a sense that something is, you know, not moving in your favor, but that's your interpretation of it. The Eight of Swords, of course, is that self-imposed kind of restricted energy. So it's definitely you being a little more overactive with your mindset. And again, it's not that things are bad, it's just that you're feeling like something is restricting you in some way. You're not getting fast enough communication. You're not getting some kind of movement. In some respect, you feel it's moving too slow, is what I would gather with that combination. So again, we've got the clarifiers for the Eight of Wands was the Eight of Swords. And then we also had the Four of Swords. So, I mean, this can be a card of travel, but it's also a card of, because it's all sort of clarifying that communication, I feel like you're not getting a lot of, feedback here, but, you know, or at least as I say, I mean, there's a sense that you're just not feeling like something's moving ahead. But again, that Four of Swords is clarified by not only the Eight of Wands, but also the King of Wands. So, I mean, there is definitely some action that will be coming in here pretty quick. It's just you've been in a place of stagnancy, you know, anxiously waiting for some kind of revelation or some kind of communication, like I said. But either way, I do feel like you have something to look forward to here in the month of November, because, as I said, there is something speedily coming towards you. So, you know, there are some signs here basically that's coming through to indicate that, you know, you don't have to feel overwhelmed. You know, that if you're recovering from some kind of an illness or something that is, you know, something that might have been an issue, it does feel as though this is actually healing, because like I say, there is the Star card further over here as well. So I do feel like you have a level of, for some of you, this is going to be healing. For some of you, this is about finding your focus, taking some downtime and kind of, you know, reorienting yourself about how you're going to go forward. But there's definitely a sense of quick communication, finding your focus rather quickly here once you get this communication, and then taking action, because again, we also have the cards of, maybe it's better for me to pull it up this way. We also have that card of the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a mature energy. It's definitely something that, so you could be dealing with a mature person, could be getting in communication or in touch with somebody who has a wealth of information to provide you with, whether this is going to be, information about a loan or information about something that's family oriented, legacy, something like that, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles. So either way, it's around some form of money or, some kind of connection here in terms of business, because again, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, two strong partner dominated kind of energies. These are people that are well established. So I feel like if you're in business, this would be speaking to, a strong business alliance of some sort that you're waiting on communication with, or again, maybe for some of you, this is along the lines of getting a job or something along that sense. But for me, usually when I see a job situation coming through or some kind of an opportunity in that way, it's usually more along the aces, because it's sort of a new situation, new money, whatever. But the King of Wands to me is really about some kind of a partnership, or you're waiting to hear from somebody here that is, again, that's pretty well established. So King of Wands is also, getting ready to move something ahead. So you're definitely in a place where you're on the verge here in the month of November of really enthusiastically, getting ready for some kind of new adventure is what I would say here, because there's something that's here that's going to bring about some kind of roaring change with that Eight of Wands, as well as that King of Wands energy. This is like accelerated movement. This is really a card of, something moving quickly ahead in regards to finances or an alliance, some kind of business partnership. But whatever this is, it feels more career related, career oriented. There's a lot of speed and a lot of, possibly a new adventure here all around, but there's definitely strong action and big change coming in the month of November. So I do feel like, again, some of you might be connecting to, a Sagittarius, or it could be around somebody who is, again, well established, that is coming in to assist you. But whatever this is, like I said, there's a definite feel that you're strongly ready for something. The Ten of Pentacles, as well as the King of Pentacles as the clarifier, this is big money. This is dealing with big money. Again, some of you, this might be legacy in terms of a business, being passed down to you, and maybe it's something along this line. But again, Ten of Pentacles energy is really where you've got some strong, big dollars that you're having to, consider. This is about, definitely achievement, and financial security is at risk here, or is at hand, but it's definitely something that you're trying to kind of establish here with some other person here. And I don't know what the connection is here with this King of Pentacles or this King of Wands. You could also be one of these as well, but it definitely is speaking to a bond between two people. Could be a family energy here as well, but there's definitely, with these two kings, this is again very strong energy around partnership. But the Ten of Pentacles, like I say, this is a family energy. It could be you partnering up with, with children or whatever, because we do have the Six of Cups here. Could be a younger person, but for whatever reason, there's a really strong alliance here between two well-established people in business, and it feels like it's more along that line. Again, it's legacy sort of money here as well. But there is definitely, I don't see, I see positivity, optimism with the Sun card and all of that. And I definitely feel like you're being looked out for with, through the Temperance card. This is about creating balance and healing, but it's also that energetic sort of flow between the realms with the Magician here, as well as the clarifier for the Temperance. But I just really get the feeling that there is something that is going to be dealing with somebody who's very, very established, as I said, with that King of Pentacles, to be able to move something ahead. King of Pentacles is somebody who's really hardworking. This is somebody who is, they know what's going on. They know how to move money. They know how to, they're really skilled and determined, and they're all about their security. Very responsible kind of person here. Definitely speaks to enterprising entrepreneur, especially when we've got the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So it could be the King of Wands. It's an entrepreneur trying to establish some form of connection with the King of Pentacles, or trying to establish some form of money. But again, for some of you, this could be money that's coming in from a family member. And again, it could be transfer of ownership from a business or whatever. But either way, it's dealing with wealth, success, security, responsibility, all of that. And this is really somebody that you can rely on here. As I said, with that King of Pentacles energy, it's a responsible energy. This is somebody who has what it takes to move something ahead for sure. And again, with that King of Wands backing, I just feel like that is like a very powerful connection. Could be speaking to, you know, one person in qualities, but I just feel like this is really more about, you know, more than one person involved here. So again, King of Wands, you're really moving something ahead. There's a really strong sense of power and energy and swift movement here. Again, coming in at the beginning of the month here with that Eight of Wands energy, but it's really wanting to have some kind of lasting impact in the month of November. But it's, again, leaders. You're dealing with leaders. You're dealing with people that, you know how to move something ahead. And again, even if it's dealing with giving advice to someone, it is still coming from, it's still coming from a place of creativity, artistic expression. Anything is kind of, anything that kind of revolves around that for the King of Wands. This is somebody who has, as they say, holds that power to have that vision to be able to move something ahead. But it's inspired action. It's long-term success, definitely with the Ten of Pentacles and all of that coming through. So I don't feel like this is any new thing that's coming in. It doesn't feel like new energy, but it is definitely established energy. It definitely feels like it's going to create a lot of independence for you. I do feel like you might be feeling a little more alone in this month here with that Nine of Pentacles, because it is, it is clarified here with, I'll just bring this forward. The Nine of Pentacles was clarified by the Star. So, I mean, I do feel like there's some healing energy there for sure. And again, there's a decision of some sort to make here. Could be a little stalemate, basically, with the Hangman energy also. But this is really standing out for me is the Pentacles all over it. And of course, the decision, I feel, that's to be made, that you're having to change your perspective or move something ahead in a particular way, does revolve around Ace of Pentacles. It does revolve around money. So there is some kind of a decision that's kind of in the wings here. And again, that's what the Nine of Pentacles energy is all about there, next to the Star. So, but again, it feels like kind of a little bit of a loner month, or all about your independence anyway, and there's definitely money of some sort that is really, really a consideration. So the other part of it, as I say, was the Temperance. And of course, the Temperance card is all about that same thing. I mean, you're dealing with balancing out the energies, trying to figure out ways to bring about justice in a particular situation. Could be dealing with a Libra energy here as well. Seems to be, your own, sorry, not Libra energy here, but with that Hanged Man, I just wanted to throw it in there as well, that it's a transitional phase of some sort that you're going through that is around your money. It is around this Nine of Pentacles. And I do feel like it's going to change your outlook on your life. And I do feel like you have to just let the changes take place. I feel like there's kind of a sense of, a part of you is maybe surrendering to this change, but there's a lot of action that's required to kind of move something in a particular direction. And for sure with the Temperance, it is a restrained, sort of moderate kind of feeling, but it is also spiritual transformation and healing at the same time. So I feel like you're restoring your equilibrium, and I feel like there is some balance, and it is divine messages that could also be coming through here from a family member, but there is definitely spiritual healing, could be dealing with the Sagittarius here as well, but there's just a lot of really positive energies. And again, the major arcana that are out here is the Temperance and the Sun. So this is the happiest card in the deck, as they say, but it definitely is cards of optimism and moving something ahead. The card of, yeah, again, just the card of, well, we did pretty much cover that one. So we'll go into, this is again the clarifier. So I do feel like the balance that you're trying to establish here is in around the Magician. So that falls around you trying to establish some balance in around your skills and around your determination and finding connections to things. It's about putting you back into your personal power. So I find that with the other cards that are out here, I feel like you do have personal power, but there's also a sense that you need to be able to energetically move it in, take things into action here. So, but there's still a sense that you're still in your head a little bit here. We do have, again, but you're optimistic in the direction that something is going. So, yeah. But anyway, moving on to the Sun card. And again, of course, that's definitely, something coming to light here. So I feel like wherever you were blocked, there is going to be some kind of revelation of sorts here that comes in with that Sun energy that really helps to pull things forward and lighten the load. And it definitely is a card of good luck and determination, like I say, or achievement rather, and it's definitely success. So I feel like whatever is coming through in the month of November is going to allow you to celebrate with old friends here, because that is the clarifier. We are looking at, good luck and achievement with the Sun card, but there's also happier times ahead here, joy in friendships and people from the past with that Six of Cups energy. So in November, I feel like you're going to be spending a lot of time with people in the past. There could also be a lot of reminiscing and that kind of thing just on your own independently. But again, this could also represent children, that you're a lot closer to children or a lot more optimistic about a relationship or a reunion of some sort. And again, it's dealing with sort of childhood matters here as well with the Sun and that Six of Cups energy. So again, it's happy memories, old friends, could be reconnecting again, or just also touching base with some of your childhood as well as, your own inner child. But there's a lot of positive energy here. So just to finish it up here, well, I might go into a couple of other things here, but again, I'll do some additional reads here for you, but I just wanted to, again, touch base with that Nine of Pentacles energy. It's definitely around, you've kind of working on something in a solitary way. Nine of Pentacles is, of course, about, money and it's going from the 9 to the 10 here as well. So I do feel like that Nine of Pentacles is about something blooming in terms of your finances and in terms of your health, in terms of, self-focused is what I would also say here. That, there's a lot more confidence, a lot more abundance, and there's a lot more happiness. A lot of what I see with the Pentacle energy, though, is less about, I think things from the past that, are coming in here with the Six of Cups are what are bringing you happiness. But it feels like with the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star, this could be really sort of putting you on the map in some way, like really, really kind of drawing attention to yourself. But there's some kind of a decision, something that is a bit at a bit of a halt here with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords can be sort of a bit of an impasse, or kind of, you're maybe stuck in the healing process. You're not sure how to go forward with something here. But again, it's still a chance for you to, use those resources that you have available to you to be able to move something forward. Again, that Two of Swords energy is kind of dealing with, I would say heart and mind, but not really in this particular situation. It really feels like you're holding in your feelings. You're kind of blocked a little bit emotionally, especially when I see the healing card with the Star and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're still in a place of, being calm and reflecting. I don't feel like you have kind of balanced out something within yourself yet. You're still working on it, is what I would say there. And again, there's so much positive energy that's coming in here for the month of November, but still feel like I don't want to say you're in retreat, but it definitely still feels like you're trying to work through some of the elements around family and around your personal, personal and career goals, those kinds of things. I feel like that is something that is where you're shifting. So anyway, again, just to kind of break it up or break it down a little bit more here, just to kind of recap, I would still say there's some kind of communication that's coming in very quickly here in the month of November for you, Libra. And I definitely feel like once you get this information, there's going to be a lot more clarity about how you're going to move forward. And again, that was because we had the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, a lot of anxiety, not feeling like you're able to move forward here with the Eight of Swords here also. But again, the Four of Swords is sort of that energy of still healing, healing something. But I feel like you're going to be quickly moving into this place of taking charge again of your life and moving something forward. Sorry, I'm just going to put some of these away here so the cards are a little more visible. And again, back to the King, Ten of Pentacles and the King here. I feel like you're going to get out there and broaden your horizons in some sort. And I feel like you're building some kind of alliance here with somebody that's also kind of right on par with you. And I do feel like it's, news that comes in, after probably a period of stagnation, but it definitely feels like it's more good news that's coming through. I feel like there's also, again, for health issues, I would feel like this is rapid recovery from that. And I do feel like there is sort of sudden and unexpected kind of monies that might be also coming through, or something along that line with that communication. It feels like something is pretty rapid that's coming forward, but it gives you a sense that you're empowered. You're getting a quick response to information that is, putting you in a really strong position. Financially, your security is definitely at the forefront here. So again, with that Ten of Pentacles energy, I mean, this is long-standing, long-term money that is up ahead here. This is something that's going to be, established energy all over the place with November. There's established energy. There's an established bond. There's definitely feeling of, connecting with the past, with children, with family. A lot of that focus is what's going on in November. And then again, this could be kind of an inheritance for some of you, but still so much positivity that it just doesn't feel like it's something that would be unexpected if that were the case. And again, we've got, it's a substantial amount of money. So again, if this is a windfall still coming through for some of you, because as I said, general energy, it's been coming through and it's been visible in a lot of the cards over the last quite a few months here. I think for the first 3 months, it was really kind of hidden with that, the High Priestess, but there's so much of it now that's out here that to me, there's something visible that's manifesting. There's something that is, substantial for you to claim some kind of security and advance yourself with. And again, with the Sun, it's all visible. Something is clear. I don't feel like you have to go looking for it. It's not hidden. This is something that is, also, as I said, kind of a path of healing as well. But somehow this stability is healing as well for you. I do feel like, you're just, as I say, really connected to your work and business ideas at this time. But it's just a really incredible improvement for the month of November. That Temperance card here too, but as I say, I mean, they're just really strong cards. And in terms of career, even with Temperance, this is still about you're kind of you were told to be patient, but you were just tired of waiting. This is really what that kind of speaks to. But again, it's still, the gift of healing, and it's still psychic healing. as well, you know, especially with that kind of manifestation power with the Magician. I feel like your personal path is really about moving something ahead. Again, balancing your energy out, which I really think is going to be the thing that allows you to harmonize all of this, you know, and make some sense out of how to go forward. But as I say, whatever it is, there's family that's connected to this in the month of November. There's definitely a sense that you need to move something ahead that's going to require a lot of your skill set. And again, you're dealing with people that have strong skill sets here as well. But that Magician energy this is manifestation that you have, you know, set out in the past here. So anyway, I would probably do some advice cards here, but maybe I'll just keep this one short for the moment, and we'll do that for the next read here. But anyway, as I said, I just feel like there's a lot of skill set that's going to be required to balance things out. You definitely have a lot to look forward to in terms of, I just don't see much in terms of a relationship here, um, but again, I do primarily career, money, finance reads as well. So, but again, health, you know, problems are clearing up here. I feel like you're just much more in tune with yourself. You're able to incorporate, you know, better diet, all of that. I feel like a lot of this is emotional healing, childhood healing. And again, I just feel like there's a lot more enlightenment that's coming in for you in this month. But I do feel like you have that power to create things, especially in the month of November. And I feel like you have the resources to do it as well, and the wisdom of your body. And I feel like independently able to, you know, create. And that's a big part of it, because it's good to have, you know, people in support of you as well. But I think when you have the strength and the ability to believe in yourself, you know, that's when you really have the power to move something ahead, because it's self-reliance, and it really does, you're claiming independence here in the month of November. This is really about that taking pleasure in the things that you enjoy to do here as well. And again, whatever improvements are coming in, and again, this could be on the front of, you know, real estate or your home or upgrading things, but it's definitely you being improved, your environment improving, but you are basing this all on talents and abilities, and you're using this change is undergoing the change that you're undergoing is coming in rapidly, and it's definitely through communication and connection with somebody else who's along that same level of financial security, or at least has an established mindset. So somebody who is already in a position of power. And as I say, whether this is you coming into that same position, for some of you that might be the case, for others this is an alliance coming in, but there's a substantial amount of money that's still coming through here that you're dealing with. And again, I feel like you're really going to take some action in the month of November. That's what I have for you for November, Libra, and hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight. I'll do some other shorter reads here too, just wanted to get something out there, and hopefully that just pulls a little bit of the story together for you. Have a great day, keep moving forward, and never give up.